What is going on, everybody? Tuesday reset. One more week. Just one more week until we get the new season. As you can see from the thumbnail, season of the Splicer. And I can see you in chat, Papa Trolls. Yeah, no Siva. No Siva indeed. Everyone wanted to live on that hype train. And honestly, I didn't care. I was just... Everyone was talking about it. Why not talk about it? But hey, we got... some Fallen here to help us in some sort of way. They're using their Splicer technology, and we got a few things we'll talk about. We'll play a little bit, and then it's May the 4th. This channel's going to do something a little different after. We're going to play a little Star Wars later on. Well, we got some Destiny to cover too. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Crucible Coliseum, and we got a new season on the horizon. Actually, next week. Few things were brought to our attention today. A lot of things actually were brought to our attention today, more specifically. I'm gonna get Iron Man in here. He should be good to go.
Ooh.
Alrighty. What's going on, dude?
Not much.
First, what did you think? Anything stood out for me? I know we kind of just talked about it in the beginning. You seemed a little disappointed.
Yeah, I just try not to get too hyped about this stuff. I mean, I will say I'm excited about the fact that there's a new season. I will say that. Because honestly, it's nice when there's something to push the narrative. But I don't know what to expect from the season, because I feel like this season doesn't necessarily fit.
Yeah.
I get that, I understand the lore behind it to an extent, but I don't understand where it fits in the story or where we're going, how this leads to which queen, that kind of thing. But, they got to have something for a season, I guess. So.
Sam says, hey mate, I'm anti-hype for the season. Looks like Season of the Infinite Force 2.0 with lazy/easy asset design. Just my 2 cents. And honestly, I think Iron Man would kind of agree with that. I think he's almost paraphrasing exactly what you're saying right now, because I feel the same way. I got a little excited, but that's just because the trailers are one thing in specific that will always pull you in to this game. And then at the same time, you take a seat back and look at everything in retrospect, and I don't know, it could not fold out. I don't want to be too harsh. We're not even in the season just yet, but there are a few things I personally took away from the positive from this new season. But there are definitely people that feel that the free to play push is a little bit too much in the aggressive. That this game in its identity is turning into free to play, and then everything else will be, I guess, monetized through season passes, Eververse, etc. The phrase Foreververse has been floating around in the content creation community, and I think that kind of speaks volumes to exactly what Bungie has pretty much identified themselves with. Again, there are plenty of things to take away from the positive. So let's talk about this a little bit before we do a little bit of playing. We want Iron Man and I. We want to do a little bit of playing because Shadow Price could end up being decent next season. From what we found out in the last TWAB, the 450 auto rifles are getting a buff. They might step into the realm, so it's worth my attention for today to do a few Grandmasters. But I want to talk about this. This new season of the Splicer information drop, my positives, my negatives, and the overall feeling of where people are in Destiny, especially with the summers. Usually the summer will start to feel that wear and tear right before a new expansion comes in the fall. And we know that Witch Queen is right around the corner. We have high hopes for a lot of these things, but I don't know if a lot of these hopes and expectations are going to come into fruition for a lot of people. Krebsy says, seems Bungie is doubling down on transmog. It definitely does, and it goes along before I start talking about the season. It kind of goes along with the tone deafness, I would have to say, about Transmog, and when it was spoken about in that TWAB, it was not taken well at all. It was not taken well at all, and no communication after that fact has been taken in by community managers, by a TWAB after the fact, a tweet, nothing addressing how people's reactions are, and I think that's a problem. What do you think in terms of the effect of Transmog?
To me, that was the okay. I'll be honest. I thought the music was pretty cool for the video. When I see their stereotypical videos of 3 Guardians walking forward towards a boss and then jumping, I'm just so over it. I don't know who makes their videos, but they're so meh as far as what the characters are doing. It doesn't feel epic. Mm-hmm. But I will say that one part of the video where they start showing off the transmog, that really irked me. I really think that was, like you mentioned, very tone deaf. It was very unaware of the situation, and I don't think they care. I think we're at the point now where I know we like to harp on Destiny because we say, we want to see positive change. I don't think we can expect any of that other than just maybe some sandbox balancing.
Sure.
But they have their business model, and they are going to stick with it. They aren't going to change for us. They're going to milk this game because they've got their new IP, that's where the majority of their focus is going to be. And I think Destiny will just kind of continue to be a cash cow on the side. They're not going to have to sink a lot of assets into it. They're not going to have to put a lot of work into, developing different and new content. They're just going to DCV. They're going to recycle the shit we've had for years now. And the community is going to love it. So a part of them will, because it's nostalgia.
Sure.
But they're really not giving us that much more, guys. And I hate to harp on Destiny, but I kind of had a realization with this whole transmog thing, and just the tone that they've been giving us the last year and a half. It just seems like they're very set in their ways. They're not really going to listen to the community anymore. And I've always said I wish they would listen to the community more. I don't think it's going to happen. It's sad because this game has so much potential, but I think they feel like it's sort of running its course, and now they're just going to recycle content for us.
They almost have an expectation, regardless of what the response was to Transmog and how they announced it, that they knew that first week, that first day even, that they were going to get so much money from the Eververse, the silver purchases, because they know as much as people are pissed off about it, people are going to start dropping their money, not even care about grinding the synths. They just will go, let me buy the synths. Let me just buy these synths real quick. Let me just press 2 buttons.
Even if they just do it one season and get it over with, that's how much money, how many thousands of dollars that they're going to make from that in just one season. They don't really care. Yeah. And then you'll have trickling effect. It's like royalties, right? You're going to have new players that come in and they're like, ooh, I want to do this. And then they'll cash in a little bit here and there. But they've made their play. They know what they're doing. This isn't some oops, kind of thing. They know exactly what they're doing. And we like to pretend that they maybe just don't understand, or they just don't get it. No, the devs are fully aware. They know what they're doing. And it's frustrating, but I'm kind of at the point now where I'm just going to play the game to enjoy it. I'm not going to continue to rag on this game as much as I have in the past, even with you, just because.
There's an expectations to a point where if you expect anything groundbreaking, earth-shattering, everything changing, you can't have that. I think trolls. I don't know if we have been really critical yet. I think there's some things that we can get to. I'm probably be the most critical around VOG and obviously Transmog, but the seasonal content, I don't think we're really touching on seasonal content. We're really focusing our frustrations currently on Transmog and our other problems. But we wouldn't be saying the same about expansion content. I think a lot of us were quick to say and easy to say that other than the raid, Europa was very hollow, and it's felt that way for a while.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Even because I didn't play Beyond Light when it dropped, right? But when I came back and did start playing, I was really disappointed in how, because I was thinking, oh, Europa, this is gonna be really cool. I'm excited to get back into it. I was done with the content in 2 days. Yeah. I literally was done with Varix in like a matter of 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it didn't take long to upgrade. It took.
I'm like,
maybe,
what is this? Like, I was really expecting more. The lost sectors are nice, but again, you run those a few times. Yeah, they're boring. Like, and I don't know, man. I'm disheartened, but I mean, I'm gonna take it for what it is.
Exactly. Exactly. And Creature just shouted out, "Fuck this game" in chat, or "Fuck this" in chat, and he fuck this trash. He says I fully understood his sentiment. We talked about it, and it's how I kind of just approach this game. I don't drink any of the extra Kool-Aid. I get excited for what I think I'm going to be taking my time into, but other than that, I'll just wait and see what it is. If I'm interested, I'm interested. But I've always made the case for this game. If they took out trials, I would slowly dissipate to the point I would end up walking away. I wouldn't say I'm done the very next day, but I would see what they try to do to supplement. But even then, it would be tough to keep a person like me inside this game without that particular playlist. Because everything else, it seems that you've said it before, recycled is the word that comes to mind.
There's not a lot of freshness. There's not a lot of fresh feel. I mean, we get tweaks of things like Prophecy. We were just talking about Prophecy. That dungeon feels great. I went back and ran the Shattered Throne just recently the other day because I was seeking some triumphs or whatever. And I actually had fun playing it because that's only because I played it. I only ran through it one other time, so this was technically the second time I've gone through it. But like Pit of Heresy, that stuff, it's after like 3 or 4 times of doing it, you're just like, meh. It's like they just don't. They have a problem with keeping their content fresh. It doesn't feel different, and but like I said, I don't want to keep harping on the game. I think what we're going to see mostly from the PvP aspect of things is you're going to see some sandbox changes, some nerfs and balances, things like that, but I don't see the game getting any drastic, groundbreaking stuff. Even with Witch Queen, I mean, they outdid themselves with Forsaken, and that's always been the gold standard, and I don't think we're ever going to see that again. And I think the player base, frankly, I think just needs to kind of accept that we're not going to see that kind of content.
Sure. Latin Marksman, Chronic Spin Dash, Dave, what's going on? Sam Little says Deep Stone Crypt, Master Legend, Lost Sectors were the only good things in his opinion on Beyond Light. No new Crucible, Gambit /Gambit maps, and it looks again we might be getting no new Strikes, Crucible, or Gambit maps. The map situation has been just echoed within the community. Like, what's going on? Like, why haven't we got a new map since
Fragment? And how long have we been talking about that?
Wow, too long.
We need new maps. And they're going to kind of do exactly what they did. It's like they say, like a lot of people say, they create a problem and then they fix it. And that's their strategy is. We're over here going, there's no maps. We need maps. Let's please, like, what the hell? So what are they going to do? DCV, they're going to recycle some old maps, and everyone's going to be like, oh, thank God it's coming back. And there's going to be 1,400 videos from all the content creators about how great it is that this is back. And it's just like, cool. Like, we've seen it all before. How much or how difficult was it for them to really bring that into this game? And the answer is it's not. So...
Tony says bought Deluxe when Shadow Key came out and haven't paid since. You can do pretty much everything free, and Destiny is what it is at this point. Agreed.
By the way, you're lagging really bad, brother.
I think it might be you. I think it might be you because I put over our comms over on Discord and everything sounded just fine. It was really odd.
Huh.
Yeah, it cleared up now. I think it might have been Xbox.
Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was doing it to you, but I didn't want to interrupt you because I switched over to Discord and you were coming in, 5x5. People want to play this game to their grave, but don't understand that the game was never meant to support this amount of playtime. Bungie said themselves, check in, check out, play other shit. Agreed. And that's where I'm looking to find something to play this game to supplement my most amount of time going in on the weekend. But I'd like to touch this game once or twice through the week if something really cool happens on days like today, Reset. Reset is probably one of the most popular days in this game, so I think everyone that plays this game, no matter where you find yourself in the spectrum, you're always finding yourself logging in on Tuesdays, mostly. So let me talk about a few things that I want to take from the positive. And to begin, Mithrax. I love that dude. I think it was one of the coolest quests, mini as it was on Titan. But you had a choice where you could either save a captain, or you could save the knight, I guess. And I don't know, I just always thought the Hive were assholes to begin with, even though we've been fighting Fallen since the very beginning. It's just like, why would I want to help like some monster? So you got to save, you shoot and kill the knight, and you save the captain, and he ends up leaving, and he ends up being part of the mission for Outbreak. If nobody knew, way back when, you see that one captain chilling out in the farm, that's Mithrax. And you get to hear about a little bit of him through Varix in his voice lines and those things. So I think that sort of lore, Mithrax has always felt like the arbiter, so to speak, from Halo in the Destiny franchise. We always find ourselves. It sounded like from the trailer today that was Mithrax's voice. So it's cool. We'll get to actually hear what Mithrax sounds like while speaking English. These are little things, but this is part of the lore that I find myself still infatuated with Destiny about. I can listen
Destiny's
to lore.
Lore has always been its strongest point. We know that. I mean, when you look at it just as a game, but the way I'll be honest, the way they've delivered some of the lore is really like odd, because they have such a strong lore like base. But they deliver it through like Eververse items and, weird, script reading things and stuff like that. So you got to like watch other videos. But if you actually dig into the lore, it's fantastic. It's great lore for the game. Yeah. But the way they deliver it is kind of awkward. So, I mean, hey, Bungie.
The delivery can always be a little bit of an awkwardness. Sometimes they execute it in a great way. I thought some of these missions that we've done the last 2 seasons, Harbinger, Presage, awesome missions, and we need more stuff like that in smaller scales and bigger scales as well. The helm's getting upgraded as well. I think that not swaying from that, even though that's felt like it was seasonal content, I'd like to make that a part of the story going onward. If we end up walking into a new tower, this could still maintain to our base of operations, or where we learn about the new season, learn about the new threats, take the next steps within the narrative through the helm, and then the helm is just overseeing possibly a new tower. I think that integration, a part of it. I know they're adding on some new splicer tech. It looks like we're kind of makeshifting some servitor, it looks like, and maybe we'll probably throw umbrals into that thing too. I wouldn't be surprised. The 6-player match-made activity override, I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed that there's a match-made activity for the seasonal event. 6 players is awesome. The last 6-player...
Yeah, I like that. There needs to be more 6-player activities. Like, this game feels so small in the way that there's only one activity. I mean, outside of, like, Crucible. But you can only do the raid with a 6-man. So what else are you going to do? You're always in these smaller strike teams. It's fun to play. When they had those 12-man raids and stuff, those were nuts. They were fantastic. I think they should make an entire playlist like that. I know it was a glitch or a bug, but I think that should be commonplace.
This it reminds me of how it was in Season of Dawn. It was basically my biggest return back into this game and getting to really dive into the season, and I actually enjoyed that activity, getting to do it with friends, getting to do it with people, in whether I'm with them or we're just needed to knock out a few bounties by myself. I didn't mind doing that. It always was quick, always was easy. It didn't seem like it was like painstaking.
It wasn't a big time chore.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Even though Vex Offensive, you could go in the same way. Vex Offensives felt very going through the motions and chore-like. I didn't get the same feeling with Season of Dawn's. I can't remember the damn name of it, but the Sundial. Excuse me, the Sundial. But I don't know. That's just me. Creature, thanks for renewing that membership. You are a warrior. Thank you for being a part of the Coliseum. Fett says the team in charge of their trailers need a raise. I don't care what they're making. They need more. Trailer got me hyped. Thanks for that super chat of $5, Fett. I agree. I said to Iron Man before going on that we kind of get excited through these trailers and they get us every time, and then you have to take a seat back and realize, I don't know, is this necessarily something I'm going to be digging my toes in or feet into, my hands into 10 weeks on? I don't know. The trailers always get me excited. They always show something cool. That sidearm could be a piece of junk, but that trailer made it look awesome.
It's like I was saying though, I think that whoever makes those trailers, to me they're always the same. It's always 3 Guardians running towards a boss, jumping or shooting, and we get like 4 or 5 cuts of that. And I mean, it's just, I mean, some of it looks cool, I will say, but so much of their focus is on like that awkward shot where it's like all 3. What fire team plays like that in their game? None. Nobody plays like that because that's not how you play this game.
Exactly.
So it's just odd to me that's the way it is. I like the music. Don't get me wrong. I thought the trailer was kind of cool. But
they always hit the music right. They always hit the music right. I think it's an expectation at this point.
Yeah, the voice lines and the music, it's always good. But it's just that awkwardness. It's like, man, I always expect more from Bungie because I always thought they were just better at this. But I'm just starting to realize that they're not. And that's why maybe my expectations are kind of, a little bit lower this time around, or I just don't quite care as much. I'm still going to play the shit out of it, but because I enjoy the game, but it's just...
Abe says something I feel like is perfectly synonymous with what you're saying. Destiny's trailers are always amazing. Then I got smacked with disappointment loading into the season. There's so many times. There's probably people that have echoed that sentiment, bro. So many times. I've always been an optimistic. I know what I kind of set my expectations for each and every season, and everything else that comes my way, I'll just be surprised about it in the long run. And and one thing I think they can do with that, and the next thing I wanted to mention, Expunge, the weekly Pinnacle mission. I thought this was a great idea when they did this in Season of Arrivals, and your brother and myself would kind of link up every Tuesday so we could do the weekly mission. And we felt that the mission, regardless of us doing the same thing, we listened to the voice lines. We felt like we were always trying to see if there was something new. And if they can find a way with these weekly Pinnacle missions to first make them last the length of the season. I know Season of Arrivals kind of threw a wrench in the machine because of what was going on in the world. But I felt that the big downfall about the weekly Season of Arrival missions is that the season got extended and we were replaying the same stuff, hearing the same stuff, and we didn't care. But if we probably heard we were supposed to.
Joke. We would log on or we would text each other and we say, "We want to play the new content," jokingly, because we knew it was going to be rehashed voice lines. Yeah,
exactly.
And that stuff's cool if you have a progressive mission like that every week, but I wish that they would take advantage of that and, like, let's say that something is happening every week in the story, great. But let's have the weekly event or the standard seasonal event, let's have that change as well, whether it's changing locations every week or something is slightly different. Like, just have the game evolve, have it feel a little more alive, because we get to 4 or 5 weeks into the season and it feels like everything just stagnates, and then at that point everybody's just like, all right, what's the next season? Like, we just kind of get to that point where you hit a wall. And this game is really made, and it's the point I've made before, it really is made for casuals. This game is not meant, and somebody brought it up, it's not meant for hardcore players who want to just grind the hell out of it. They want to get the max rolls on everything. It's really not made for those players. You look at the way the loot drops, you look at everything. It's not meant for those
people
players.
Can mutate it and adapt to it to make it that way.
Exactly.
But it's
exactly.
in its origin, I don't know, in its DNA, I don't think you can really make it like that. Because if you try to turn that into, I don't know, people like, I hate comparing this game to other like MMOs, because then you get in that argument, it is an MMO, it's not an MMO. But just for the sake of it, if you do that compare and contrast argument, first of all, you're always going to end up with different results no matter what game you compare it to, and second of all, it's never meant to have that sort of longevity, and people have pointed that out before.
And it's not an MMO, it's a group shooter. So
yes.
It has traces of MMO, but at no point are you playing with more than 6 people.
Yeah.
Well, on a team. I mean, obviously there's 12 or 6v6, but there's no MMO aspects, essentially. It's just a group shooter. That's really all it is. But.
I see people talking about VOG in chat and their kind of hopes, expectations, if it's going to be buggy, if it's going to have the same sort of issues. I know I was speaking to our producer Creature before the show started. He's really upset that this is free. I know people want to take a trip down Nostalgia Road. There's a few concerns I have if how we are going to react to it. I think at least I'm hoping not. The day one race isn't going to be a giant mess where people just lose sight of the fun about it, rather than people just criticizing other people for completion because they don't do it regularly. Like, it should just be a fun day to just run it and go about it. And if you are first, then hey, let's celebrate you. But it didn't end up being like that with Deep Stone Crypt for whatever reasons that it was. But I'm excited to go back to it. I vaguely remember it. I feel like I fell asleep so many times trying to do that raid way back in the day that when we finally got it done, it was just like, hey, we got it done. Let's never do that shit again. But I'm excited to go back into it as a Destiny veteran now in this game. I'm questioning how it's going to play into the narrative. They were very adamant to say, letting all the crazy people know that jump out of these boards on these raids, be like, yo, dude, you're not touching Venus. Get the fuck out. I thought that was really funny that they did that, because you knew people are just going to like load in to the very first encounter or the beginning of it, and then try to use world line and just zip out and be like, oh look, like I'm in the Ishtar sink on Venus. I think they'll do some way, but I feel like some people will find some loophole to get through something on VOG.
It's like I said, it's like I mentioned earlier, this isn't meant, they're literally just recycling content to us. So they're gonna we're gonna end up getting the other raids down the road when it sort of fits the narrative. If we have a more hive focused narrative, I guarantee we're going to see something like this during Crota's End or whatever. We're going to see something like this during Witch Queen. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a perfect correlation, hive and whatnot. So they can tie it in somehow to loosely fit the story. I just don't think we're going to see much new content. You're going to see a couple champions, and maybe the jump puzzle's different or something to that effect. Yeah. But you're not going to see what I would love to see, and if these creators really cared about this game, and like, here's the Vault of Glass 2.0, look at this is going to blow your mind. They would have new corridors, new areas, like entirely new things to explore, to learn, but it would still have that Vault of Glass feel. Yes. Whereas like, you would go through certain encounters, you'd come back out and be like, oh, this is where that other encounter used to be or picked up or whatever. But they're not going to do stuff like that. They don't have it in their heart, let's put it that way. They don't have it in their heart to do that for us. They just don't. They don't care. They don't.
And people are talking about it in chat right now. What's your opinion on the pay and if it should be free? I didn't think they were going to charge some expansion level amount for this, but I did think they were going to tie it to the season. I really did think that.
See,
am I going to die on the hill and be upset that it's free? No, I don't. I just don't care that much.
I'm surprised that it's not tied to the season pass.
I thought it
just
was.
Know how they are, and I figured they would try and milk some players. Nostalgia. Be like, oh, I can only play it if I have the season. Oh, okay, fine, I'll buy the season pass. That's how I thought it was going to be. I'm surprised it's not. I'm okay with it not being that way, but I think what they should do, if they're going to have these contest modes or difficulties that are going to increase loot, theoretically, that's what we're supposing is going to happen, right? Like better loot on these higher difficulties. Those should be behind a locked, like if you buy the season pass, now you have access to those higher difficulties.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. So you're saying just
if you
the basic
you can play
normal
the base
raid.
Yeah, you can play the base raid and have fun. I
think
fun,
there's a compromise. I think there should be some sort of compromise, especially if they're putting in assets and time, and then it's not even being charged.
But I swear to God, if some free to play dweeb gets a mythic class before I do, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It would be upsetting to people, and I think that's where a lot of the negativity in chat's coming from, because they think about things like that.
Yep, exactly.
They think about things like that. I think overall, everyone's excited to jump into a new raid. Raid race is fun. Cinematics are cool. Boss fights are cool. It's just I don't know. A lot of the conversation right now is whether or not it should or shouldn't have been free, and exactly how much of a change is it going to be? That's my next question. I know it's pretty lucrative to get day one completion in terms of completing it and then completing it again within the stringent parameters of the triumphs, and then you completely fail if you don't do it within those confines.
Don't get your hopes up, folks.
That's I would say that as well. And
you'll see maybe some bosses that look a little bit different. Like aesthetically, it's probably going to look great, right?
Yeah.
They've put a reskin on it. It's going to look nice.
If you've never done it before, I think you're going to be extremely happy to do something.
For sure.
If you're probably from D1. There's two ways that it could hit you. It could hit you in a nostalgia. I love it. I love the new attempts. It could hit you with like a little bit and then the other road could be a little bit of nostalgia. This sucks. Like I expected so much more, and I think people just should probably temper a little bit of expectations.
Yeah. I am very afraid that's exactly what's going to happen with me. Because again, I love this. I love this raid. I think it's cool. I'm glad they're bringing it back, but it's just so odd. Like this should. I don't know. I don't want to keep being such a negative Nancy about this game. But I'm really at the point where I'm just coming to a realization that I shouldn't care so much because the devs aren't going to listen to the community. Plain and simple.
Young Scarface says, as a paid player, I'm happy that the raid is free, and I hope a free-to-play player get Mythic Class before me. Hey, man, that's honestly, that's okay. Like, everyone can have an opinion, and everyone can feel a different type of way about it. Me, it doesn't, I'm not, that stone is not affecting my lake. My lake is still very calm. My lake gets affected by a meteor when something in trials or PvP gets affected in a way where I have a reason to be upset about. I really appreciate the great turnout today. Let me know in the comments if VOG is something you're looking forward to, if you're nervous about it, if you're excited about it. Should it have been free? Should it not have been free? Let me know in the comments right now if you're watching in the live chat, or if you're watching after the fact. Let me know exactly how you feel. Zubair says, yo, is a negative Nancy coming through? I haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah, we don't do that. We're totally positive guys around here.
They got a pretty decent raid jacket. I've never bought any of the clothes from them. I don't know. I think the interior of the jacket looks like a Vex Conflux. Pretty cool. Not bad. The ring looks pretty cool. Again, I'm not a jewelry buyer. I've always wanted to buy a seal. Maybe I'll buy the Flawless seal one day. Not that I would buy this seal, but that's they're letting you know that's more things that you can give them money for. And then this Armor Synthesis, it felt like a slap in the face. It really felt like a slap in the face with everyone changing to it. All the Guardians changing all their clothes. You see all those old stuff from the Leviathan armor. I feel like those popped out almost instantly for me, and it's just
and even to me, it was like the second I saw that Hunter doing his goofy dance or whatever the hell he was doing, I'm just thinking like that's exactly how Bungie feels when they know they're about to cash in on this. Like they don't care about the player base. They're such snakes in the grass. Like they're like, here, we're bringing you this super cool thing. Look at us dancing all the way to the bank. They don't care, man. Like they're so happy to bring this, and it was such a tone deaf thing. Like they definitely could have made it. They could have done what they did with the Titan, where he's like in the middle of shooting or doing something, and it's like changing the armor on him. That's cool, epic, looks great, fantastic. But the dancing Hunter in the beginning, I mean, like, come on, man. Like it's just so cheesy. Like I don't know.
A few people in the audience. Human says, "I'm so hyped to get quick fade back." Actually, I am too. I loved running around and feel like a ninja with that sword. So it was pretty cool. Scarface comments, yeah, Trials is a different story. They need some work. As a PvE player, it feels like Christmas. I think PvE players were long overdue for a little bit of positivity. So if most are feeling like you're feeling right now, Scarface, then amen. Everything and anything that happens in this game, if people can take away positives from it, I'm not going to be upset. Obviously, if something's overwhelmingly negative and there's a few people that feel positive about it, I'd be like, yo, then you're just part of that little bit of minority. But this trailer's always hit a type of way, and I even got pumped for it. Fett says, I'm looking forward to pushing Atheon's sorry ass off the ledge. I'm sure there's going to be people that try. Chestpay says, I can't be excited for a new raid when you don't get raid at all. Yep. Looking forward to Vogue. It being free is cool. It's been paid for. Yeah, man. I have no opinion. Eugene says, I have no opinion whether it should be free or not, but I called it being free the moment it was announced to becoming. I think you did. Wheezy, what's going on, dude? Dave says that was like the 4 seasons of changing sets in that trailer. Yeah, exactly. And that's you're only going to be able to touch about a quarter of that with what they're giving you, unless you want to pay a little bit more.
Right.
So, why people making Armor Synth the make break of Destiny? I don't necessarily think it's the make break of Destiny, Paw Patrols. What I think the overall problem with how this was approached is it's just an issue within a grander scale of problems that we have been pointing out since the very beginning. And this seems very Activision-like with its approach, and in terms of what they've wanted to separate themselves way back when, after that Exodus that they took apart.
Their whole thing of
ugly.
Like we're planting our flag and we want to be separate from, Activision, and we want to do better for the community and da-da-da-da. It's falling on deaf ears at this point because we have not seen hardly any change. And it's almost exactly the same as like the, pay continuously, pay to unlock this, do this, all that. It just seems so goofy to me. I don't know. It's disingenuous in a lot of ways. And I think that's what's really, it's not just us. Like you go around and you talk to the community, and I'm not talking about the people who are like close to the devs, the people who make a living off of this game specifically because they have to like hype it up. But you talk to the community at large, most people are not thrilled about this game. And that's just kind of the sentiment that's getting worse and worse because they're noticing little things like that. They're noticing the little changes and the fact that they're not listening to the community and what the community is asking for. So
it echoes. A lot of that echoes. And other people might not feel that exact way, and that's okay too. That's okay too. If there are things that you're taking away from this game and that's your positive and you're able to drop it, go play something else, I think everyone's kind of looking for that. And then when people throw all their frustration on this game, I don't think they have another game they can bounce back to and just play. And if they do, they don't enjoy it enough to where they're like, fuck this, I'm going right back to the game I hate so I can go back to bitching and hating about it. It's a vicious cycle. It truly is a vicious cycle. And finding that other game, it's helpful. It's truly helpful, especially when there's divisive takes on Destiny, when there's things that are implemented, stasis, for instance. A lot of it caused people to walk away, and I understand. I fully understand on why people felt the need to get away from it. I took to it very well. I was an exception. I enjoyed stasis in the PvE and the PvP aspect, so I can't sit here and act like my opinion over trumps everyone who hated it, because that would be completely ignorant and B, not true. Human says, Wolvie, what are your thoughts about the Cold Devil's Ruin, another exotic sidearm, and it may be in the kinetic slot? We're going to get to that, buddy, because I want to talk about some of those exotic, especially those armor, because one of them I immediately thought of you, Seth. Immediately I thought of you.
Yeah.
Papa says, the community has no idea things like anti-cheat, dedicated servers, lack of content are not that easy. 1, 2, 3. No, they're not. They're not at all. No, I don't think any of us would, with a legitimate argument in our back pocket, would assume that stuff like happens like that in there. It doesn't.
Is he saying it's not easy to implement? I understand.
Yeah.
But how long has the community been begging for anti-cheat? And they haven't even breathed a word on it. They have done nothing to save.
It's been a year.
PvP.
It's been exactly a year and a few days since they had that April TWAB about cheating. And ironically, we just got done with that map that pretty much kicked off the cheating this weekend with Widow's Court. So I don't think any one of us are trying to be in their shoes and say, this is easy, why haven't they been doing it?
No, that's not
but
it at all.
I think it's fair to say what's going on with it, and is there any headroom? Like, have they made any sort of dent into what they're going to do that's successful?
Right. Well, and the thing is, as the consumer of the product, we can't just take it and go, okay. Because how does that improve their game? If we don't say anything about the cheaters, then nothing changes. The whole point is they need our feedback. Like, hey, whoa, this cheating thing has been way out of hand. Please do something. And they just go, yeah, we got you guys. Anti-cheat coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know someone in chat mentioned about the maps, about like what's like everyone's complaining about it. The fact that we did not get one, and I've said this countless times, I'm literally like one of those toys of kids where it just turns around and it gets the cow over and over again. It should have dropped with Beyond Light. We should have had a map on Europa. Why the hell we didn't get a map on Europa? One Gambit map, one Crucible map. It should have shipped with the game. You can beg all you want. Most likely, this current engine has zero support for it and would need to move to a new engine, which would send the community to rage. At least you're being honest. At least you're being honest. At least you're being honest. You might be very much right, dude. Like, the engine could not support it. They might not have things that are capable. At least they were honest. I was thinking about it the other day. At least they were honest about telling us why they couldn't do shit intrinsically. Because it just wasn't in the cards in terms of the code of guns. The code was full with the amount of perks that you could put in a gun. That's why intrinsic celerity, intrinsic bottomless grief wasn't happening. At least that was transparent. No, we're not getting any transparency right now.
And that's why back when we talk about that, I'm glad you brought that up, because when you talked about that, one of the things I said was consolidate the perks. Consolidate the perks. They have so many perks for different guns and things like that. You don't even know, but until they start buffing some of these perks, I didn't give a shit about them. Most people didn't. That was the point. They're trash. So consolidate those perks into other perks. Have those perks be meaningful and things like that. Yes, you can buff them and things like that, but if you can't put them on the guns because there's too many or there's not enough slots, consolidate them. You're telling me you can't go in and remove perks, put parts of that perk with another one, and have them just be one thing? Like, it doesn't... The logic of it doesn't make sense, because we have too many and there's not enough slots. Then remove some, consolidate them so you can put them on there. I don't know. I just
and Wheezy, you have an excellent take on how I approach the season. I do the opposite with the trailers. I get excited for the trailers. Yes, trailers are supposed to get us excited. That's definitely how they work. They're hype. They're there for that. I don't know. Those guys at that department, they're the only ones that are doing things to get people ready to go. But
them and the lore.
Yeah, the people that are writing the lore on the guns, they deserve a raise too. Ada's getting a whole new upgraded area. It looks like the room from remember Wanted with Jolie and
yes.
and with all the strings everywhere. Yeah. With all the strings everywhere. That's exactly what Ada's place looks like, with the synth weave crap everywhere. Now it's just thread everywhere where we're gonna have to figure out. So these new weapons, it looks like we got a pulse, an auto rifle. It might look like that Scorpion auto rifle, a 720, a sidearm, another sidearm, along with the exotic, and then I think that's a grenade launcher. Kind of reminds me of the weapons that we got during Season of Dawn. What are you? Do you even get a hype for weapons, seasonal weapons anymore? Some of them end up standing out and actually being really good. Far Future this season, the sniper rifle. I finally got my hands on a decent one that I was comfortable taking into trials this weekend, and man, I've been sleeping on that gun. That gun, I was fully impressed with it. I was fully impressed. But do you get a hype for any of these seasonal weapons?
Honestly, it really depends. I think that during Season of Arrivals, there were some really good ones. Cold Denial was one. The Pulse Rifle. Even False Promises was okay back when auto rifles were decent. It could have some ridiculous range. But for this season, I'm trying to think. I'm looking at my vault right now. The only weapons I really cared about were Frozen Orbit, Bottom Dollar, things that came from the playlists, not from the season. I do have a really nice Far Future quick draw opening shot, but I gave that up for my Frozen Orbit that has no distractions and opening shot. So I like the SMG. What's it called? Extraordinary Rendition. It kind of has some cool rolls on it. I like that for PvE stuff. But most of these seasonal weapons just don't really stand out to me, and I feel like that's okay. If they just want to throw things in the loot pool, fine. But I am glad. I will say this about this season: the weapons that stand out to me were the ones that came from the playlist. Like I said, Frozen Orbit, Bottom Dollar. Those things were good weapons, and they came from their respective playlists, which is great. I think that should be more of an incentive to go play those. That's fine. But seasonal weapons, none of them really catch my eye. Even what's the sidearm? The Keening from the PvP playlist? I love that sidearm. Love it. It has some really cool, fun rolls on it. But nothing else really caught my eye other than the Grandmaster drops. So,
Wheezy, how dare you bring up the Mortal Kombat trailer in here? We should have known from the very beginning. We should have known from the beginning who Cole was and what Cole would have done to the movie.
Here, I take that back. I think Code Duello is a great rocket launcher.
Yeah, I get excited for most of these guns. Whether it's a new sniper, new sidearm, I'm always looking for something to possibly replace the Rat King. I don't know. Not many things can. Not many things can. Let's talk about these exotics, because I was actually really interested in these exotics. Seems every class is getting some legs this season.
I can't wait till the Warlocks get nerfed to the ground because of this exotic. I can't wait. The
Star Eater scales for the Hunter allows hunters to feast upon orbs of power, charging their super more quickly and making it more potent. Is that it seems like it's neutral. That's going to be utilized in every class, and
every class.
And what is more potent? What does more potent look like on every class? How do you make a golden gun more potent? How do you make Arc Strider more potent? It's Squall. How do you? Is the Tornado going to move faster? Another question I have: feast upon orbs of power, charging their super more quickly. We had another. As a hunter, we had another exotic that used to do this for us amazingly, Orpheus Rig, and in terms of supplementing orbs for your teammates and then gaining your super back at a really high rate. Shards of Galanor did that as well for the Way of 1,000 Cuts. I'm curious. They do this on purpose. There's always going to be a little bit of field testing. I kind of wish we knew these kind of things prior or even after, like what exactly is going on. I'm excited for them. Not hating on them. I just have a few questions on what it's going to look like in the game. I guess it's just something we're going to have to wait and test. But I think they're cool
that's
looking.
The biggest thing. That's the biggest thing is it really is going to see how well they test and compare it to other things. And how well they line up with things or builds that are meta for this season. So, I mean, you have like, there's some exotics that are fantastic. There's others that like sound amazing, but they're trash. Like they don't really do much, you know, and everybody knows what they are. There's all kinds of, you know, exotics that we never even touch. But I'm really excited for that Warlock one. That is going to potentially be insane support build.
I immediately thought of you. We'll jump to that one. I was going to do the tight one next. But the Boots of the Assembler condenses a Warlock's Rift's healing or empowering energy into projectiles that seek out their allies to bless them with noble benefits. So like Illumina within your Rift. And is the empowering one essentially giving you on a mobile empowering rift for a few seconds, or is it just a healing facet regardless of what type of rift you're selecting?
I'm assuming it's going to stack with whatever the benefit is of that current rift. So if you have an empowering rift, it's going to act like an empowering rift plus the benefits of this exotic.
And you think the base? I was going to say, do you think the base benefits of the exotic is that you're always going to get a healing facet, and then if you have the empowering active, you're going to get some sort of damage?
Yes. Well, I think the rifts are going to act exactly the same, but this one's saying when you lay it down, it shoots out projectiles that empower or buff
that seek out their allies to bless them with noble benefits.
Yep. It's going to be like the noble rounds from Lumina. I think it's going to be the exact same. The rifts aren't going to change. You're just going to have projectiles that go out and heal and buff your teammates now, which is great. I'm just thinking about like
that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool.
Imagine how much that's going to buff like stasis warlocks with their rift, like being able to potentially freeze enemies with the rift and heal and buff your allies around you. Like there's so much play with that. And I love that they're boots because I can switch it out with my Geomags and run Chaos. There's going to be a lot of really nice things about that exotic. I just hope that the community doesn't cry enough and nerf Warlock exotics anymore because I'm tired of that.
Yeah, no doubt, Soul. I wouldn't expect it. I mean, I wouldn't. Not that I would expect it. I would hope it to not just be healing, and for sure, Wheezy, it does say or either healing or empowering for sure. But I don't know what that's gonna. I really don't know what that's gonna translate to in the game. Like, are you gonna really give someone the full power of an empowering rift across the map, not standing in it? Like, you bless them with noble benefits. That's what exactly is noble benefits is what I'm asking. Again, excited, happy for this. I think this is very cool. I just have questions on what exactly it's going to look like in real time. Explanations on armor on exotics have always been vague. It takes a little bit of research and hands-on to exactly see to exactly see how they'll be applied. And another thing I'm excited to see those. I'm going to be doing my Warlock first creation tomorrow, so I'm excited that I'll have a Warlock at my disposal to maybe even give those boots a try. We'll see, but
I think that it will be fairly forgiving. I think it's going to be very similar to the Lumina mechanic where you just shoot it and that projectile will follow. So I mean, maybe it's not. It's obviously going to have a range.
Yeah, Weezy says it's probably noble rounds that track someone and give them 5 to 10 second buff. Yeah, man, a 10-second buff.
So exactly. Man. Like, imagine you drop that when your teammates are like, all right, we're getting ready to push. You drop your empowering rift. It gives your allies that are around you that empowering buff. Now you can run in there hitting harder. I mean, there's some potential there. Like, big time.
No, 100%. Stan Will, how you doing? Kind of like the Phoenix Cradle. Wheezy also mentions. How have you not had a Warlock up until now? I've only had a Hunter up until now. So if you're a Warlock main and you want to feel like just teaching me, coaching me, running me into the dirt tomorrow, I'm making a warlock for the very first time. I'm actually going to need your expertise. Yeah, I'm going to need your expertise there tomorrow as well, Seth, because I don't know what the hell. I don't know if I'll take it into trials. I'll definitely mess around with some survival if I can get a decent chaos reach going. But I mean, I gotta get my hands on some geomags. I feel like. Wolvie loses the cape and puts on a dress. Tune in. Intercept. That was great. I don't know if I want to make a male or a female. I'm trying to figure out. Iron Man, he's got a really cool warlock. She looks like Mila Jovovich from The Fifth Element. So maybe I'll find some other heroine or hero to make my character look like. I don't know. Sam says it'll be like high energy fire buff. I would presume like 10 seconds or overshield potentially for the same amount of time. That seems potentially like how I think it would work. I think 10 seconds is a little high for something like high. Yeah,
like I'm just thinking
that's high, dude. That's high.
I mean, it's already hard enough dealing with apes, like in these closed condensed maps. My God. The potential for that is terrifying, but also exciting. Like, we'll see.
I think 15 to 20 meters range. Okay, all right, that's a little bit. There has to be some sort of scaling mechanic where this can't just be given to anybody, no matter where you are. Female
the fact
armor.
That it says seeking is that. The fact that it says seeking implies that there's going to be some distance involved. We're just going to find out what that is. So.
Female armor sits better. All my characters are female. I like the way the armor on the male hunter looks. I think the female hunter looks cool. Don't get me wrong, very sleek, but you could tell she's a woman. Whereas the male, you could clearly tell that's a male. Whereas the other ones, the Titan. The female Titan looks so much better than the male Titan, in my opinion. It's just they're so bulky. There's so many memes I've seen with giant shoulder Titans. I think we have sent one to your brother before. But I don't want to neglect you Titan mains out there, because I think this is probably the biggest eye-raising thing, in my opinion, of this kind of new introduction to the season. The Path of Burning Steps, Titan armor that converts solar eliminations into increased weapon damage and makes them more difficult to lock down with stasis. We're already seeing right in front of us. Hold on a sec. What's on?
Yeah,
just make 5 ounces.
This is the point I think you're about to make, but
5 ounces.
This is the rock paper scissors
2 scoops
that we've talked
20
about
seconds
before.
Yeah, and the rock paper scissors stuff that you're referring to, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And would it make sense? Solar melts ice. You would assume that. Yeah.
I agree.
I think,
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think we're on the path that could be the way that they tune up, I should say, these light subclasses to kind of find their this take care of that will take care of this.
They have to be really careful with this, though, because if they don't do this correctly or with the utmost balance in mind, this could run away to where one subclass is more dominant because it just simply plays better.
Yes.
I mean, because you look at it.
You could argue, say that happens right now, and it could get even worse.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. How many solar hunters do you see? I don't see any in trials.
Very little. Like some of the best. Yeah. If they're running Golden Gun, if they're good, they're top of their tiers. But it's rare. It's rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
The seasonal pass, we got to look at that. The exotic stasis sidearm, as a token of friendship, Mithrax bestows Guardian with the Cryothesia 77K, a stasis powered sidearm with liquid cooling tech. From what we saw on the trail, looks like we got to get a kill, and then kind of like how the scout rifle symmetry works, where you put in another type of armor magazine, and it does a little bit of different. The other one before would kind of disintegrate them with arc energy. This one's freezing you. people were kind of messing with me in the Discord this morning, be like, "Oh, Wolvie's got a new sidearm he can mess with instead of the Rat King." I would be down to try something new. I don't know if how this one will fit. I definitely think this one's going to be in the energy slot for sure. But well, I'm excited. I'm excited to get my hands on it and try it, no doubt. The Splicer Gauntlet definitely seems like that's our artifact for the season, and then the new Universal Ornaments kind of looking a little buggy, I must say. Definitely looking a little buggy, that's for sure. Huh? Just use a water bottle. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I got my mother over. She's visiting. And that's pretty much it. We got a calendar letting us know exactly when things are coming. Trial starts that very first week. I'm very happy we're not going to have to be blitzing through the season to try and get ourselves up to max light. Yeah, I hate that. It really stresses me out. I'll be honest. Last February, to get ready for this, my baby was born the very first day of the season, and then I had
that's right.
Yeah, and then I had trials that coming week, and I was just like burning through stuff middle of the night while he's sleeping, foregoing sleep myself to try and get ready, and it kind of screwed me. My mom is visiting from Florida. She's helping take care of the baby. Apparently it's her first time. She's forgotten ever since it was taking care of me, but I think she's trying to get the hang of it. There's a few things down the road. Actually, the very next week after the season begins, we're getting Banner, and then an Override on the Moon, Vault of Glass on the 22nd, that very next Saturday. Weekly Pinnacle mission on the Tangled Shore. On the 25th of May, the weekly Pinnacle mission will begin as well on June 1st. Another Iron Banner on the 8th. Vault of Glass raid challenges on June 15th. It seems like this weekly Pinnacle mission is going to be changing throughout the season. Maybe that will help the longevity of it and not make it feel so monotonous as well. July 6th will begin Solstice. I'm always about Solstice. I didn't really care for it much last season. I probably won't care for it much this season.
What glows are they going to sell us this year?
Yeah, just more things we're going to sell. I'm excited to see these new stasis aspects, see if we can make some new builds, even for myself. I'm still running Fishers. I'm still running Shards. That Shatter Dive on the Glacial Wall Slam, it's still my bread and butter. I'd be open to new things. If there are new things that are more effective for me, I would definitely be about it. Behemoth, how's it going, dude? Fett says, I'm just happy they're working on a new banner armor set and some new weapons. Definitely, I think those parts of the future that they're kind of alluding us to and letting us know that they're working on, it helps. Definitely, Fett, but they can't lose track of what's in the now, keeping us interested in the now, and not always relying on the fact that we're going to be coming back to people, coming back to this game in droves, because that's their expectation. They expect people to just always come back. People are going to walk away, and then that's just going to be the end of it. Overall, I'm excited. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't. It's the first week. I'm always excited for the first week of a new season. Am I going to be excited weeks down on? I don't know. I'm probably not. I'm just being honest with you. I lose the little spark in it just before Guardian Games started this season. I'm then just looking forward to Fridays. If I can look forward to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, great. Awesome. That's healthy for the game. If you're not, maybe finding something else to play in the meantime to get yourself ready for whatever it is. Maybe you want to play something on the weekend, something other than Destiny on the weekend to get your hypes to get in for the reset on Tuesday if you're a PvE person. I'm kind of the opposite. I kind of taking a break Wednesday and Thursday to get ready to jump in for Friday to Monday, stick around for a little bit on reset to see what's going on, and then I kind of like log out. What do you think of the new calendar in comparison of the chosen calendar? We kind of just ran through real quick Mithrax. I'm happy to see some things in there that are going to be changing progressively through the season. The weekly pinnacle mission, I think, is essential for the longevity of the season. If that being a main pillar of it, to always be changing, always be something a little bit new. If you're in this game every day, you're not going to see something new. You're not going to see something new every day. You kind of just need to be accepting of that. If you're doing something for the very brand new time, a week, or you take a week off, hell, you might see something new, but it's just where you gotta be able to temper expectations as a person. You gotta be able to just know that they're not gonna wow you in the same way that they did before. If they could get you to be like, man, that's new, that's cool, that's awesome. When there's something that's going to wow us, it's going to wow us together. They've taken steps at that, and it's all about tempering your expectations a little bit better. And I'm not obviously not telling you how to live. Be upset if you're upset. Feed into that. Let the anger flow, like Palpatine says. If you're happy about it, that's even better too. I've learned to like what I like, be adamant about what I like in this game, and then if everything else goes well, it's just well for everybody. It works out for everybody. What are we about to do? We're about to run a few Grandmasters because Shadow Price might be a little bit decent next season. I only got one PvE role. Maybe a PvP role would be nice. We'll see if we can get something decent. We are on Xbox. If someone would like to join, Iron Man and myself.
Go ahead and get two people, man. I'm gonna bump out of here in about 5-10 minutes.
Oh yeah, then don't even worry, because then I'm gonna go ahead and run a few myself.
Yeah, let's go.
We are gonna run a few of these, but at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, I'm playing Squadrons for the very first time. It's Star Wars Day. It's May the 4th. I'm all about it. I wanna get into it. So, why don't you just hit me up later, Seth? We'll link up.
For sure.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
All right, man. But
alrighty, big thank you to Iron Man for coming in. We're gonna run some Grandmasters. I want to see if about running the Shadow Price a little bit. Got a good 45 minutes of this, and then, like I said, I'm going to Star Wars Squadrons May the 4th. I always wanted to play that game. Kat, thank you so very much for hitting that join button. You are a warrior, young lady. Welcome to the Coliseum. Welcome. Surplus Swashbuckler is actually pretty nasty. Hey, my problem with Surplus is I am always using my skills. Always. It's just what I do. Can I join you in a GM, or is it already full? I'm open right now. I'm on Xbox. I'm open. I can make the switch to PC if overwhelmingly PC people are here. I'm more than happy to do that. I wish I had a PlayStation for my brothers and sisters out there that have that. We're just gonna have to wait till crossplay. We're right around the corner. We are right around the corner. But I want to knock out a few GMs. Maybe get my hands on a Shadow Price 1 or 2. But I'm really eager to try the Star Wars game. I already got it scheduled. Make sure to give that a look in about an hour here. I have Squadrons download, but I haven't played it yet. I may have to bust out the HOTAS. I've always been a big space battle Star Wars fan, so I'm really eager to try it. I would join you. Laugh my ass off. Thanks, Weezy. All right, Black, get in here, bud. I can always rely on some Black. Thanks, dude. Oh yeah. Really appreciate the great turnout today. I really hope everyone's somewhat excited for the season. We're going to be covering things as they come out. Definitely going to have a raid on this channel with the great people in our community. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to try our very best to get day one, but hey, we're just happy to be a part of the show that day. I can always switch to PC. It's not a problem. PC is just as easy to switch to. All right. I'm joining PC. Nice and easy. It's just one flick of the wrist. It's just one flick of the wrist. It is just one flick of the wrist. I'm gonna take Black and Wheezy. If y'all want to join. Alrighty. Jumping into orbit right now. Gonna switch over the scenes. Wheezy, I'm getting on PC, so now I'm holding it. I'm holding you to it, brother. I'm holding you to it. I do PC, but at work. Hey, if you're at work and you're chilling, you're vibing. Hey, I'm here to interact with you. Really appreciate the people that have me on in the workday. I try to be as safe for work as possible. Not Lono. Yeah, Black, we'll be on PC. Not Lono by any means, but I'll try to be cognizant of the fact that people could have me on in the background. I can create a Fallen Guardian and dual wield ARs. Lord. All right. Connect that. Take that out. Boom. My controller, because I'm a pleb. So I use a controller on PC. There we go. And then after this, we will be playing some Squadrons to celebrate Star Wars Day, because May the 4th be with y'all. May the 4th be with y'all. Excuse me. I see that super chat. Just let me pull this up with the window capture and we're gonna be good to go. To edit source. Look at me, I'm actually doing things. Look at that. Look at that. Hi, Delgato. We can lock that. Fett with the $25 super chat. Thank you so much, Fat. Real talk, you're killing it with the streaming. You're gonna keep growing, dude. With words of encouragement like that, super chats like that, man, you guys are making the dream possible. Thank you so very much for that super chat. Really do appreciate it. Fellas, what's up, dude? Just found out I'm leaving here this Sunday and start heading home. Voles, man. Can't wait to have you here, man. Can't wait to game with you, buddy. Cannot wait to game with you. All right, let's jump in here. Wheezy Black, jump into that cord, bro. I see him. I see him. I see him. I see him. I see the wheeze. What's your Steam, Wolvie? It's Wolverine_VZ. If you need a friend code, I could throw that in there. I just switched. Too many people said PC Callum. I didn't want to wait and just like be a broken record over and over again. So I went ahead and just switched over. It was nice and easy switch, so it honestly did not matter. Got that taken care of. Apparently there's an ad playing in the background, but it's all good. Yeah, appreciate that a lot, Fett. Thank you so very much for your generosity, buddy. And everyone who drops a super chat, who's just in here talking, leaving a like, watching the stream, joining, all my members, all my warriors, all my gladiators, the champions. Can't thank y'all enough. Y'all are making this possible, making things a little bit easier for my family and myself, especially with a newborn son. Can't thank y'all enough. What up, dude? What is going on, Gio? Where's Wheezy? I don't hear Wheezy. Why, Wheezy? You gotta accept. You gotta invite. You gotta take the invitation to speak, Wheezy. There he is. There he is.
I literally just joined and I was just taking care of something. But
You're goosey.
I'm just gonna add you on Steam. Just give me a sec.
No worries. I'm just waiting for Black to jump in here.
Okay.
Black, if you're listening, jump in the cord whenever you get there.
And which Nightfall do you want to do?
I mean, arms dealer's easy unless you got something else. I trust your word if you got something else easier.
Dude, I just got Conqueror yesterday.
Oh,
So, like, I don't even...
Look at that flex.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't even have Conqueror. There's Black. I see you, buddy.
Let me get on my Warlock then.
No worries. I got you the invitation to speak, Black. Let me get my Mithrax. Are you in the Discord so I can put the code in the Discord? What up, Black? Yeah, what up, buddy?
Okay, all right. What's up?
Chilling. How was your weekend, bro?
It was good. It was good.
I'm sorry we didn't get to link up. My mom came into town on Saturday, and then like the only times I was playing was like late at night, like real late.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. It was a bitch week too. It was a bitch week.
Yeah, I wasn't tripping about it.
Fusion rifle, map, Widow's Court. I still got all the PTSD from Season of the Worthy, Widow's Court. So it's just, I'm done worried about it.
What's your Steam name? Is it Wolverine_VZ? Or?
Yeah, Wolverine_VZ. I could put my friend code.
I found you. That's fine. I already found you.
All right, dope. Yeah, Mithrax, if you're in the Discord, I could put my friend code in there.
All right, I sent you a friend invite.
Dope. Friends. Pending invites. Accept. All right.
You can pick anyone, right?
What's up?
You can pick anyone still?
Yeah.
Alright, so let me just put on.
Yeah, Mithrax, if you're in the Discord, I could put it my it's the SNTR Discord. I'll put it in the general. In the general chat, you got me on in the background, Black. I can hear my echo. You're good. Just wasn't sure if you knew.
Still here?
Nah, you good.
Oh, no.
All right. Let me just set my build up real fast.
Yeah, give me a second.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, you should peep the emblem. Look at my tracker. I think it's pretty nice.
What do you got there?
Just look at the tracker. That's all. It's nice. You like that?
Oh.
This man is baked no.
I haven't played Gambit in like.
Oh man, it would have been so much better if you played it and you just refused the mode.
Oh, I'll do that too. Oh shit.
That's awesome. That's the best flex I've seen all year.
That's somebody else's fucking problem. That ain't mine.
Oh, that's freaking great, bro.
Absolutely fucking zero.
Creature would be proud.
Oh, creature would be livid. I can use Void or Arc for my energy weapon.
I got Void with my Pally. I got Pally, and then I got Anarchy.
Okay, I also have Pally. I'm about to have Pally and Anarchy.
Dope. Dope. Grenade launcher.
Ready to play again. I've been chilling this whole time, so.
Are you?
And you at
Are you?
1340?
Oh yeah, dude. I play too much.
Yeah,
Trials. It's all trials though. That's all trials.
Ronda.
That is all trials experience. Greg hates me for it. He always comments. He's like, trials gives too much experience because like for me to be as high as I am by just playing that one playlist is pretty nuts.
That's that real grind hours.
Mm-hmm. Middle of the night where I'm just like,
I'm over thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna catch it tomorrow.
Alright, oh, I need to put on the arc
yeah.
stuff.
High energy fire I can take off. And then I can put that. Glacial Inheritance.
That helps you get your super mech, right? Some of them.
They haven't released what next season's Nightfall weapons are going to be, have they? No. Not specifically.
Nope. We shall see soon.
Only way it could have been better if it was modes collected. Yeah, Papa, I'm on PC now. I have access to PC or box. The only thing I don't have is PS, but hey, crossplay. You just sent the friend request? Alright, I will accept. Shane.
I mean, I can update it. There you go. Now it's average modes bank per match.
I gotta see that. What did he do?
All I did was just change it to average modes bank per match. That's all.
Just letting people know he's just not about it.
Yeah,
That's not my job. Paul, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
I just remember like seeing bottom dollar and I was like, damn.
Is
looks like a
V-Sync
really
on?
good hand cannon. And then my fucking Trials hand cannon dropped like the adept roll and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, because it's only on. I'm only on 60 because my graphics card needs an update. I think I can get it out to 90 if I put it on my other monitor, but for PvE, like, do I really need to? It just gives me a headache after a while. I think I'm good to go.
Unstoppable, anti-barrier. I should be good to go.
Unstoppable, anti-barrier on snipe, adept big ones, adept big
Bottom
ones.
is grief. Thresh.
Good to go. Great, one more cert exam to go. Good luck, dude. Good luck. I hope the other ones were great. Just let me know when you need me to join. Yeah, no worries, Mithrax. Depending on how many we'll do here, honestly, it all depends. I have another scheduled stream for this afternoon for Play a Little Star Wars Squadrons. I want to get my hands on that one. It is May the 4th.
Nice.
Oh snap! You're playing Squadrons?
Yeah, I've never played it before. I've never played it.
Squadrons is pretty fun in my opinion.
I can't wait to try it.
It's on EA Play.
Yeah,
It should be on Game Pass if you have.
I downloaded it last week for free.
I downloaded it.
And I've always, my favorite part of Star Wars has always been the space battle. So I can't wait to try it.
Squadrons is they're really legit because I don't know the way how they like balance the game and it feels good to play.
Is
Like I don't know if you've played Battlefront 2
yeah, it is.
and you've done like the space battle portion, like it feels kind of eh.
It does.
feels
I don't know.
very good.
Why do you think that though? I feel like it does because there's not enough people that are involved in it.
I don't know, like honestly, because I played Battlefront 1, and I think it has something to do with like the way how like they have the sensitivity tuned, like controller or mouse and keyboard. Like I tried playing Battlefront 2 with both, and it just didn't feel right.
You're on the master race. Got to unlock those frames. Yeah, I should. So what? Do I turn the VSync off?
Wait, we are doing GM, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw set to master.
Oh, is it? My bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sure.
Oops. Yeah, masters. Totally. Hard. Easy. There's a Charles Tress, legs, and Mark. Well, rip those. Yeah, sorry, Boxer. Sorry. Frame rate cap on off.
I feel like I asked you already, but what are your PC specs? I
Shit.
think you had like a 1050?
Yeah, I have a 1050 Ti, I believe.
Oh, I mean,
It's garbage. It's old.
I don't know about garbage.
I mean, it's
still holds up.
old. It's old to say the
I mean,
least.
it's old, but it's not garbage for sure. Like, consider that I was rocking like a 770 Ti up till like a year ago, and just playing at like 60 FPS and everything. So
Pop, are you telling me to turn off VSync?
oh, do you have VSync on? No.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Turn it
Then
off.
that's probably why.
Yeah, turn it off. I mean,
Turn off SPS counter on, so you can see that. I mean, it's whatever, dude. I don't need to turn that shit
yeah,
on.
VSync. You don't need VSync, honestly.
You don't need. I just turn mine off.
Yeah, because like if you have G-Sync enabled, like you're not gonna have an issue.
Yeah.
V-Sync is pretty much a relic of like the past. Especially like most monitors now, etc. Like they have like built-in adaptive like sync hardware. I like computers.
I like computers. I'm gonna have to come to you when I need to upgrade my graphics card. I needed something economically good, but at the same time, I'm not gonna have to upgrade in a year.
Yeah, no, sure, for sure. Like Vendetta was DMing me the whole time, like he was getting his PC together and stuff. And like I just built my little brother a PC, you know, like almost a month ago.
I hit B instead of Y. Good looking out, Paw Patrols. Definitely don't live to your namesake. Thought you'd be more of a troll.
Actually need to do Guardian games so I can
Did you get your catalyst?
Yeah, no, I have the quest for it, so now I like actually need to do stuff.
I just have to get the kills with it. I figured
I don't even have the medals part.
getting it. Honestly, the 3070 is a steal. Good luck getting one though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's memes all over for that right now, right?
I don't think a 3070 is worth it. I think a 3060 Ti is a vastly better value.
Really?
I think in terms of value, you basically either want a 3080, 3060 Ti, and I guess a 6800 XE.
Oh, I forgot I didn't have the camera on. There we go.
Oh god.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see.
that's
I
stuck
see.
me.
It looks a
I'm
little
dead.
choppy. Yeah, I see that they're a little choppy right now. I wonder if it has to do with what I have up right now, because I have a few programs up. More than likely. What's that?
Are you
There, I'll
kidding
change
me?
it. Yeah, I think you're.
Oh, the sniper back there.
Yeah, there's a sniper still up.
See him.
Nice. I have reach up.
Yeah, that's 100% why. I didn't want to switch back to my mother monitor. I'm just using my my 4K TV right now, which is maxed out at 60.
Scanner show reinforcements coming.
That last harvester exposed an active fuel cell. Maybe we can use it.
One of the last gen console experience on PC. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what?
Is there a
Oh
sniper
my
up?
gosh. The freaking thing stuck me. I thought it hit the ground.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah, no, I got it. I'll turn it back on. I'll grab this.
Great. Rabbit and
Yeah, I probably had that on for a reason. You guys are right. You guys are right totally on why it should be off, but hey, man. I'm a console guy at heart. I would probably invest more, especially after the fact, in the PC, but the cheating turned me off. It's like why spend all that money to pay for a really good PC if I want to play PvP oriented games where people can just cheat on it regardless of the hardware I have. Oh shit.
There's a barrier. Wanna immediately one-shot me?
I'm gonna take
There's two
out.
snipers around the corner.
Yeah, there's one right in front of me.
And I love GMs.
You gotta use the force, Wolvie. Oh, I will be this afternoon.
Are you serious?
Wheezy.
Oh, I love GMs.
Yakuza, too much Yakuza. Got you.
Oh no.
Wow, he's lighting me up right now, and you're pushing me. Oh, that's a dog. It's still here for a reason. Not every output hardware has surpassed the VSync era. It's here for a long while. Yeah, adaptive frame is relatively new. Got you.
we did it. And we didn't blow up.
I forgot I still have my strafe jump and my nade on from PvP. That's one thing I forgot to change.
There's a grenade over there.
Oh, I didn't hit him at all. I thought I was going to blow up there. New 6-man activity looks like it would be a fun spot to get stuff. Hopefully it's not super long. Yeah, I was saying when we were talking about it earlier in the stream, Vol, is that if it's something like how Season of Dawn was, man, I'll be all about it. I thought Season of Dawn was a lot of fun and engaging. Gave me a way to get my pinnacle as well. Not that pinnacle grind is going to be that much of a big deal anymore. Now it's just going to be whatever. Which it technically should be, because that shit's not content.
Can't wait for my stasis with the clouds.
For all the free people to get it first day.
I mean, I don't give a shit.
I know. For all the people that are echoing, oh no.
I mean, I'm just kind of like, I don't know what the right choice is there, because if you make it paid, people cry that they paid for it before.
Yes.
If you make it free, people cry that it's free. It's just like,
I think
what the fuck do you even do?
you're screwed if you do, screwed if you don't.
Oh, yep. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yep, yep, yep.
Or like, I'm glad it's free because I have buddies from like PlayStation days that are on PC now.
And they don't want to pay for this.
They don't want to pay for the season, or you know, they don't play Destiny anymore, but they're nostalgic for VOG. Oh, damn, you're ripped.
I'm just trying to get him to pop so I can pop
you're
that shield. There we go. Look at us, efficient. Efficiency.
Oh, yes.
I'll reach the tank on the bottom. Yeah.
All right, you gonna take the first one?
Yeah. Oh god, please don't kill me.
I would want a 200 power grind each season. Damn, Boxer, like you're a masochist, bro. A 200 power grind? That's a lot, man.
Hell no. I hate a 10.
The
power
Dad
grind.
City paradox. That's funny, Chris. What'd you say, Weaves?
I said I hate a 10 power grind.
I mean, it's whatever with the power of the 10. I feel like now it's just like, why even give it at all if you're going to do 10, in my opinion. But
Do you have a shuriken?
I do. What do you want me to hit?
Fuck it.
The tank?
Yeah,
I just did.
nice.
Let me go on collections and or triumphs and collectors because it keeps going away.
Remember that elevator? But we have to bring it down again. There's a tank here. One less tank to worry about, but we need to get up that elevator. Okay, well, there are many levels.
Yes, the darkness. Death Side, what up, buddy? Huh? Like 4 minutes.
Zero around the corner. Yes. Oh, that's a grenade.
That was close. Nice.
Alright. Pick up these orbs.
Hopefully I get a decent shadow price. I don't have to do this at all this week.
What can Shadow
Yeah.
Price even roll with?
I think
PvP.
the one, the PvP role, I'd assume Thresh would be decent, but there's a few other things. There's Rampage on in that bitch too.
Is there a bitch? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get it.
Yeah, no, I'm in a bad spot. Oh, you probably can now.
Ugh. I hate you. Stop shooting me. Stop shooting me. Working and lurking. All right, brother. Welcome. Welcome back, man. 10 or 15 was weak to me. Make a grind, have a greater range in the end game. If you haven't played in months, you should have to work the end game. I don't disagree with that aspect, Boxer. But it's just like we're all over that 50 power grind, being pressured to it, especially. I'm sure
Power
most.
grind isn't even like content.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
run in a circle. I just load up comp and I go to like 5500.
Get the elevator
And
over
then
there.
I'm done.
I didn't hit that one over there. The
Alright.
switch.
I didn't hit it, yeah. But it's not even like, it's not even really content.
It's not.
It's literally, I load up comp, I do 5500 in like a day, and then I get like 40 power levels, and I go, okay, cool, see you guys next week.
All right, I'm ready.
Yep. I have reach for this one too.
All right. Unrelenting is going to be something to look for, or bottomless because of the changes. For PvP though, unrelenting maybe, but I don't know about bottomless grief
Oh,
still.
you got okay.
Thanks for that image.
I'll just do it too. I'll get it back.
I mean, I'll get
And
my
if
med
not,
too.
I mean, if not, we'll wait. Oh shit.
One car left
Let me,
too.
yeah, let me
That's done.
back up here.
Yeah, I'm backing up too.
I'm here trying to chat on my phone. Back the fuck
There he
up.
Just gonna.
It's weird.
Don't mind me. Just gonna backpedal a bit.
Yeah, let me just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Where did this cat come from?
One down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
one is
did he
down
just
there.
fall down behind me?
No,
Like,
he jumped. He literally jumped. I watched it happen too.
Lord.
Oh, okay. This is an awkward spot to be. Oh boy. I'm gonna just crawl underneath here real quick.
I was just thinking in general for a swarm. Okay. Well, no, it's shadow. We're thinking of shadow.
Shadow Prime.
Okay.
We're thinking of shadow price Velas, not a swarm.
Alright, give me some green, please.
Some rain. Oh, hey, look, green. I'm full.
Oh, wish that was me.
Is the new sidearm going to dethrone the Rat King? Man, I don't know. I'd have to see it. First, if it's not
Go perfect with it.
if it's not automatic, it might be a straight turn off right off the rip.
Is Rat King automatic?
It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it. Look, it
Yeah.
shoots slow, so I don't think it is.
I don't think so either. From how the Titan was firing in the trailer, it looked really slow. Not really slow, but looked slow
Was that
enough
the same
not to
gun
be.
the Warlock was shooting? Because it looked like a hand cannon when he was shooting it.
Yeah.
I was like, is one a hand cannon?
I'm assuming it's get a kill, charge up some stasis ability.
Like how
then
symmetry
pull
works.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds dope, but I don't. It'll be hard to use on PC.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Velas. Yeah, I'm just giving this a shot, honestly, to close out the talk, as well as, hey, man, 450s could see the light of day next season. They really could.
Yep.
We'll see. And if they do, I'd love the Trials Prosecutor back. Bring me back. That's nostalgia for me.
Taking a break has definitely helped. I will say that much. 'Cause, I'm pretty ready for this season.
Nice, dude. And I think that's really what most people needed at any point of any season.
Yeah, it's like I start getting upset, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna play.
Yeah. Let me take a break. Let me jump on something else.
Because it's like, I still enjoy the game, and I know when things are going the way I want, I will be playing.
Sure.
So, I'm just not going to force myself, that's all.
And I don't think you're alone. I would say a majority probably feel that way. They just don't vocalize anger as often, you know? They're just like, yeah, I'll just take a break and feel better.
Yep.
Watch out.
Yeah. Wasting bullets.
I think I've said it before, but GMs are not my idea of fun.
No. And I've said it the last few times that we did this GM that this one doesn't make it as
Oh my
painstakingly terrible because it's kind of easy.
Aimbot.
But like, look what we have to do to make sure it's easy. We have to like jump up the chain link in an awkward way so we can start destroying the boss before he goes in his next phases. Like we make it that easy.
I'm going to drop down because he's going to one-shot. Oh, there's still the other one up.
Oh, he's one of the on the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm just clearing up some trash.
It's going to... Well, watch out, there's a grenade.
Yeah, I just saw it. They're both
Are
down
they?
now.
They're both down. Oh, watch out for that.
Yeah, some
Dang, are you
rocks.
kidding me?
I'm hitting that one straight ahead
On the
that's
same
firing
spot?
that gun.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
He's shielded. Dead.
Alright, watch out, the one
Rocks,
down low
rocks.
is shooting rockets. Okay. Need to reload.
Shoot your shield.
Oh man, watch out! There's a Scorpius. Got it.
Fuck. I'm more worried about the red that almost killed me.
I've got a rift to your back left.
This season is looking to probably be my down season after like 4 weeks, if I was to guess. Damn. Horror or Braytech story, honestly. I think this is the first year in a while where I didn't burn out on D2 in the spring. Oh, okay. All right. Worthy and Drifter seasons were rough. Yeah, I agree with that. Worthy was horrible. The only thing good about it was the trial came back, and even then it was a travesty.
Dude. Worthy
that noise?
just makes me laugh. Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about
What
Worthy.
is that?
What's what noise?
I'm gonna go jump up.
Okay. You hear something?
It's like clank, 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 clank.
It's the new race. It's hidden.
Oh, the clankers.
Just
I
stop.
know.
They got the
Okay.
they got the
What the
droids.
hell was that? It just kept going clank,
Oh,
clank, clank,
Wolby,
clank.
did you watch Bad Batch yet? First episode?
Oh, it's out?
It's
Yeah.
out already? I thought the
Wait,
trailer
what?
just dropped.
No, I literally just finished watching it and hopped in.
On Disney Plus?
Is it two
Yeah,
two
yeah.
episodes or one?
It's one episode, but it's like an hour 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm watching
I'll watch that
Oh,
tonight. I'll watch that tonight, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to be able to review with 30 anymore because he doesn't want to review
Oh
Star
yeah,
Wars.
that's right. Oh, your bones.
Did you do it?
I mean, I don't think I was that high. To die, I wasn't that high.
I mean,
Did you
I
go all the way
wasn't.
up or
I
no?
would. Yeah, I went all the way up. You're good to go, but like, I wasn't that high.
bro, you just got weak ankles.
Apparently, man, white men can't jump. Love that movie.
I too love that movie. Alright, it goes away anyways.
We're here. End of the line for you. Watch your 6 and your 12. You know what? Just be careful.
Anakin. Slam nothing, bitch. Look at all
Get
that.
'em outta here.
Look at all that. Get him out of there. Look at all that. Look at all that.
That tilt fuse. Top it off.
Can handle the chatter for a while.
Woo! We love GMs!
Let's see what
Yeah.
I got. Hopefully I'm not deleting it. Oh, it's in my Postmaster. That's horrible.
I didn't even think I got one.
Oh my god, I got surplus disruption rate.
Let me
Trash.
put this in my stash and pull that one so I can see what I got.
Take this too.
My postmaster's almost full.
Uh-oh.
Might clean that out.
Yeah. I mean, I've already lost like a stack of.
I've lost so much
Shards.
before.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like whatever.
4 times the charm thresh. Okay, I'll take that. I'll
Dang,
take that as a
let's
PvP
go.
roll with a range masterwork. My dog. Hammer forge rifling and steady rounds. My dog. I will take that roll, and I will be done farming this for the rest of the week.
Damn, that was a great run we did. Job everybody, I guess.
Did everyone get one at least?
I
Hell
got
no.
one. I got a
I got
terrible one.
shit.
Oh, you didn't get one?
You didn't get one, Weezy? Do you want to do another
You
one?
guys think it's shit.
Do you want to do another one? If
No,
you,
don't you have to do squadrons?
I mean, I could push it back a few
No,
minutes.
No, do squadrons.
No, I will. Like, I want to be selfish. I'm not selfish.
It's okay. I'm not I'm not gonna lose my mind. I promise.
All right, Wheezy.
It's a shadow price.
You could always message me and be like, "Yo, man, you owe me a goddamn shadow price.
No, hell no.
You owe me a 10-second car. You owe me a 10-second car."
Like, you're good on that.
Let me see, put it on.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
my
hop
bad.
in the-
My bad. I'll put it on real fast.
All right, I'm just gonna go hop into the general chat.
All right.
See ya.
All right, Wheezy. Thanks for jumping in, buddy.
Yes,
Peace,
sir.
peace.
Yeah, not a bad roll, bro. Like at all. 4 times as charm, thresh, arrow break, hammer forge, steady rounds, extended mag. Like this is a 10 for 10.
For the rank.
This right here is a 10 for 10. Yeah, man. This is a good roll. Thanks for jumping in though, Black. I appreciate it, bro.
No
Did you get a good roll or any roll?
Hell no. I got surplus disruption break.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I don't know about all that.
Hey, but it's easy to farm, so.
Yeah. I'm definitely down to run this a few more times. Iron Man's gonna want to run this, so we'll link up off stream.
Yep.
All right, Black.
All right.
Take it easy, dog.
I'm down with that squadron.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch to that stream right now.
All right.
All right, take it easy, dog.
Peace.
All right. I hope everyone enjoyed. If you're here for the Destiny talk, I hope you enjoyed it. We went over some interesting information that went out in the season. I'm getting ready to switch over to a different stream now. I'm going to give you guys a link for it. I don't have the transition all set up for it quite just yet, but we are working on that. Let me find the stream for it. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Pull this up, and I'm gonna send this to you guys right now. I'm very pumped actually to get that shadow price. I'm really curious to see what exactly it's gonna translate into. I don't expect much, but it'd be nice if 450s had a good spot and I was ready both PvE and PvP wise with something good. Let me pull up the studio. All right. I'm going to give you guys a link right now of where I'm heading. I hope y'all would be able to join me for this May the 4th stream. We're going to be back tomorrow with Destiny. I'm going to be making my Warlock for the very first time. The very first time in this game. So I hope you guys will be there. If you're a Warlock man out there and you want to jump in, give me some pointers. Throw them at me. I'm gonna be taking it all. You can troll me a little bit. I'm gonna be making a one for the very first time. So yeah, Krebsy, I really appreciate you finding that. Thank you so much for putting that in there, buddy. I really do. So go over, check out the May the 4th Star Wars Squadron streams. I'm gonna do a little PvP if I can get into it. We're gonna be playing that for a while, and then come back tomorrow because again I'm gonna make my Warlock for the very first time. And like I said, Warlock mains, help me out. Give me your best criticism. Give me your best advice on how to make something good. I kind of want to go for a Geomag build first. Maybe a Top Tree Dawn. We'll see what I can do. So hit over that link in the chat and come hang out. And thanks for hanging out with us today as we talked about the new season. Can't wait to start off with Season of the Splicer next week. And we got trials this weekend, so stay on the lookout for that. And Guardians, as always, stay flawless.